Hey guys, here playing our Titan Rush deck up against Valencia, which is really a very sketchy matchup. Because of the blackmail, it's so hard to actually get any remote play going on without the aid of Ashe or Caprice. So this is one of those matches where you might just fast advance all four agendas and do things that way. Because there's just no way to know if there's blackmail or not at any given time. Like, we could try this Enigma push, and maybe it goes, and maybe it doesn't, and it's kind of a numbers game, right? She does have 50 cards, so she doesn't always have it right at the start. But you're gambling your agenda solely on her not having it. Though a number of Vals do play like only 2 blackmail now. So there's some argument to just jam it and see what happens. I think we probably should not do that. This one is hard to score with double biotic. Yeah, we'll still res this. With 0 link, this is a pretty good deal for us. He has to pay basically $4 to come through this. Or make our money back. I'm happy with that outcome. So it gets stolen anyway. We could have tried it in the remote, but then we might have leaked a point off our R&D. So really tough to say what the best line is. We also need like a second HQ ice so that we can fast track for Atlas and go that way. That's actually fine. So let's get Project Atlas. And we can score next turn for 5 credits because of the shipment from San. If there's not going to be a clot, then we should be okay in this matchup. If there is, things get, I'm going to say, pretty hairy. Ooh, restructure. I think we can safely delay a turn to crack this, because after we start bioticking, we're not going to be able to have $10 again. Ooh, turntable. That is pretty strong. We're going to have to spend our Atlas token quite aggressively. Which sucks, because it's not what we usually want to do. Well, we can see if we can draw a second ice. Maybe we'll just find the ice we need here. Oh boy. I think we just score the Atlas and then we use the token promptly. To fetch our other Atlas. Or do we want biotic? See, the thing is we got another fast track. We only have 1 more biotic to draw. We're gonna need biotic, so I think we take biotic and risk our Atlas getting stolen. Yeah, he's poor enough to think this is fine. He's not going to want to pay through both of these. He'll probably just going to end the run here, so we'll have gotten our Caduceus res for free. Sword might be good, might not. We can still think about a remote play, but I'm pretty sure he's got blackmail by now. In the top 10 cards. He doesn't necessarily have it, but maybe he can inject for it. Depends what he has in his deck, I guess. If he's more into like Street Peddlers, then he can't get it as easily. If he's more into like Inject, I've had worse, then he can. Oh, it's Eater. Okay. So we may get some value out of our Swordsman on R&D. Well, I don't think we need this Oversight as much as we need everything else. Points are safer in our HQ than anywhere else. Is it going to be a Siphon coming in? No, not yet. He's probably on Vamp is what he's doing. Yeah, he's probably on Vamp. Two career fairs seen so far. Well, he could have Vamp and Siphon. It's even still possible he has Apocalypse, but he's playing Parasites quite a bit, so probably not planning to kill everything at once. So our ETRs are not going to cut it here. We're basically... We can score Hostile. It gives him another bad pub. But our biotics are both in the trash, so even if we fetch Atlas, we can't get our way to biotic again. We gotta find Jackson's, we gotta find. Well, that's convenient. Wow, agendas for days. Okay. Hades Shard. Let's trigger this now. I don't want to give him that agenda. So he's like a Vamp into like Eater Keyhole. And now he 100% has a blackmail. So how are we going to not get vamped out, given that we can't actually play our money agendas? Blackmail restricts a lot of design space because it means you can't make a deck that just has to play in the remote unless you have some Caprice or other upgrades like Ash or Red Herrings kind of thing. So it kind of seems like this Vamp is going to come through, and what we're going to do about it is probably nothing. So what we can do is, we can score Hostile this turn. And then we can, what? Next turn is kind of sad after that. I think we might just look for better cards. Like Restructure is good here. Finding any of like Biotic. Or like... Wow, okay, well this Swordsman is kind of okay. We're gonna have to immediately crack our... Let's just keep the Swordsman in a hand full of agendas. See if you can pop his Hades on nothing. Haha, success. Now we can set up what we really want, which is the other Jackson and probably the 2 shipment from Sands. So we can still score when you have not much money. We could have put the fast track as well. I think fast track is another decent card, but I'm hoping we can get away without doing that. So top taking hostile takeover here is pretty great. So it'll give us some money and also get us on 5, which is where we really want to be. Playing the sword now to HQ might stop Vamp. Well, this isn't an ETR, so he can pay through after. But he would lose his Eater, which he probably does not want. Okay. Oh, nice. There it is. So I don't think the third sword is any more than the first two. Should be all right this turn. He has to find Mimic before he can Vamp. He wants to keep his Eater. DDoS. Okay, well at least it cost $3. Doesn't have Clot, thankfully. Oh, beautiful. That's what we need. If we let him Vamp us next turn, seems bad. So let's spend our money right away. Get the other Atlas. And now we can score from $2. Or actually from 0 with the Shimmer from Sansan. Yeah, here it comes. So the DDoS is going to block us. Womp womp. He's not rich, at least. We can't spend our money, unfortunately, so we'll get $8. It's pretty good. Only question now is, can he actually stop us from scoring this hostile? If he runs R&D, we almost have to use our Atlas token, or else he can turntable it away. Though his odds are not great, right? There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 agendas already out here. So there's only one more hostile takeover and then one other agenda. Oh, he doesn't even run. He thinks he's safe because we're on $0. That's what he thinks. Well, unfortunately for him, he is mistaken because Shimmer from Sansan is a boss card. Never cut the shipments. They are amazing. So there you have it. When you're against Val, just don't make a remote. You don't need to. It's just a waste of time with blackmail trying to play through that. So you can score these. The rest of them can get stolen. Not a big deal. I think second time I might have thought about pushing the Oaktown out, even though it gets gone. A lot of runner decks here are AI based, and the triple sword slows them down. Like, he's set up now, but he didn't have his keyhole either, so like the punishment's pretty slow from this deck. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.